Hare Krishna, welcome to 10-Minute Bhagavad Gita. I'm really excited to get started with this. I had a lot of people ask me about it, and here we are, Haribol. So the purpose of the series is to go through the top 50 verses of the Bhagavad Gita with our books open up to the verse and study them together. This is not a thing that I want you to walk around and listen to while you're riding your bike or something like that. This is a sit-down study. So let's get into it. First, let's open our Bhagavad Gitas to page 1 of the introduction. Now, as we're going through this, if I'm going too quickly, I'm trying to get a lot in 10 minutes, just pause the video. Okay, so go to your introduction, and we're going to always start this series with a prayer, a mantra to the gurus, to the teachers who gave us this amazing knowledge and has helped us out in our path of spirituality. If you don't know Sanskrit pronunciation, my Sanskrit pronunciation is pretty sucky, so don't worry about it. But we're going to say this verse every time, so you're going to get used to it. Okay? So here we go. Om Ajnana Timirandasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshur Unmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. I was born in the darkest ignorance, and my spiritual master opened my eyes with a torch of knowledge. I offer my respectful obeisances unto him. How nice is that? So let me get to, so now open your books to chapter 1, text 1. And you have to be a little bit patient with me. I have a new platform here, and I'm just getting used to the tools. Okay, chapter 1, text 1, the introductory verse of the Bhagavad Gita. So I'm going to read the Sanskrit. You can follow along or listen, and here it is. Dharmachetre, I'm sorry, excuse me, roll that back. Dhritarashtra uvacha, Dharmachetre kuruchetre, samaveta yuyutsavaha, mamaka pandavas chaiva, kimakurvata sanjayaha. Isn't that nice? One other thing I want to mention, I'm doing this straight through, and I'm not going to go back and fix any edits or mistakes. I don't have time, and I'm too much of a perfectionist. I never get things done if I do it like that. So going to be a lot of errors. I'm going to fumble on words. You're just going to have to accept it. So here is the translation. Dhritarashtra said. Dhritarashtra is the father of Duryodhana and his 100 sons. Now, what's happening is there's a war just about to happen between one family, which is split in two, the Pandavas and his sons, the Kurus, headed by Duryodhana. And they're fighting to see who is going to be the heir to the kingdom, either Yudhisthira on the Pandava side, the brother of Arjuna, who's our main character in the Bhagavad Gita, or Duryodhana, Dhritarashtra's son. Dhritarashtra is really concerned because Duryodhana has been really bad. Duryodhana has tried to kill the Pandavas by burning their house down, giving them poison, cheating on a gambling match, which banished them to the forest. He took their wife and threw her out in a public assembly and tried to strip her naked. Really, Duryodhana, Dhritarashtra's son, who's speaking here, not good. So why is Dhritarashtra concerned? This war is just about to happen. They've all assembled. They're just about to fight. And he asks Sanjaya, what did they do? So now Sanjaya is a seer. Sanjaya can view something in a different location. They are in the palace, and Dhritarashtra's asking Sanjaya why Dhritarashtra is blind. He can't see. He was born blind, and he's concerned about this war about to happen. Sanjaya, who is a seer, is witnessing the battle in this location and is going to narrate to Dhritarashtra everything that happens, including the discussion between Krishna and Arjuna, which is the bulk of this book. So Dhritarashtra asks, after my sons, which is headed by Duryodhana, and the sons of Pandu, which is Arjuna, Yudhisthira, and his brothers, and the whole assembly, they've assembled in the place of pilgrimage. Now, the name of the battlefield where they're at is called Kurukshetra. It's the battle itself is called the Battle of Kurukshetra. But Kurukshetra is a holy place. It's a sacred place of pilgrimage. And so it's also called Dharmakshetra, or a holy place. And Dhritarashtra is worried because he knows his son has not been very good, and to be fighting in a holy place is not good for his son. It gives a home court advantage to the Pandavas, who are truthful, honest, spiritual people. So he's asking Sanjaya, what did they do? Why? Because he's hoping two things. One, that they're just going to quit. The Pandavas are going to go to this holy place, and they're going to become motivated by the spirituality of the place, the big field that they're about to fight, and just simply quit. And secondly, again, he's worried that the holy place is going to affect the Pandavas and affect his son negatively. And so that's the very first question. That's the introductory verse of the Bhagavad Gita. Please go through and also read this purport. I'm not going to go through and read the purports. It's going to take too long, and it's not really the purpose of this. It's a tour of the Bhagavad Gita, but on your own, go through and read these purports. These are a combination of teachings and explanations from previous acharyas. Hundreds of years ago, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur wrote commentary, Baladev Vijayabhushana wrote commentary, and Srila Prabhupada, the translator of this Gita and the compiler of these purports, also put his teachings into it. So it's great stuff. Please read the purport, and I will see you again here. If you have more questions about anything that I've said, you can put the questions in the comments. I'm going to try to put also the verses, all 50 verses that we're going to study, a link in the comments. And also you can come and visit us on TikTok. Here, this is my TikTok, Jaganitai, and we do a 1-minute Bhagavad Gita verse kind of every day. So I hope that helps. Let me know. Give me your comments. I'm sorry for the poor quality. It's the platform that I'm using, but I don't think it's important as long as we can get through this, study it together, learn the Bhagavad Gita, and get a good overview. Okay? Hare Krishna. I'm very blessed to be here. Thank you so much. I'm learning just like you. It's an amazing process, and we're going to have a great time. Hare Krishna.